Every single mouthful you take, every single habit you follow, and every single food that you consider to be healthy might have a direct influence on your heart if you are over the age of 60. However, what if I told you that some of the veggies you consume on a regular basis, yes, vegetables, could slow down your metabolism? I am a heart doctor, and I have witnessed this happening much too frequently. When senior citizens come to my clinic, they believe that they are doing everything correctly, such as avoiding fried food, cutting back on sugar, and eating more vegetables. The fact that people are unaware of the fact that certain veggies, whether consumed in an improper manner or when mixed with drugs, can subtly drive their heart into failure is important to note. There are some that cause your blood pressure to rise, some that interfere with prescriptions that could save your life, and there are even some that carry bacteria that your body may no longer be able to fight off at this age. I am pleading with older citizens to either stop eating these 5 veggies, or at the very least alter the way in which they are prepared in this video. I will guide you through each one, explain why it is dangerous, and demonstrate alternatives that are safe and don't put your heart at risk. What is the good news? All of these dangers can be avoided. You simply need to be aware of what to search for and what to steer clear of. So, I ask that you remain with me, mainly due to the fact that the first vegetable on this list might already be in your refrigerator at this very moment. I want to make sure that you never miss another health advice that is tailored specifically to you. So, before we get started, I strongly suggest that you click the button and activate the bell if you haven't already done so. Please put 1 in the comments section if you find this video to be enjoyable. In that case, please type 0 to let me know how I may improve the information that I create for you. It is 1. It's spinach. As soon as cardiac medication loses its effectiveness, it's spinach, a dark leafy green that has been touted as a superfood for a very long time. And for many people, it actually is. On the other hand, what if I told you that spinach can be a silently developing health risk for anyone over the age of 60, particularly those who are taking drugs for individuals with heart conditions? Being a cardiac surgeon, I have seen far too many patients who are under the impression that they are eating healthily, only to find out that their diet is preventing them from receiving therapy that could save their lives. The nutrient vitamin K, which is essential for the formation of blood clots, is abundant in spinach. Nevertheless, here is the risk for those who are taking blood thinners such as warfarin, which are typically administered following a heart attack, stroke, or in cases of atrial fibrillation. An excessive amount of vitamin K might render the protection that the prescription offers ineffective. It causes the blood to become more viscous. The effects of the medicine are neutralized by it. Worst of all, the majority of senior citizens are completely unaware that this conversation is even taking place. Your health is good. You believe that the medication you are taking is having the desired effect. Under the surface, however, your body is gradually losing its ability to defend itself against a potentially fatal blood clot. The patients I've treated have experienced a number of strokes or serious blood clots, all of which were caused by the fact that they began including spinach smoothies or large salads into their daily diets without being aware of the consequences. It's not the enemy to eat spinach. It is, however, inconsistency. If you are going to consume it, make sure to do so in a deliberate and consistent manner. Also, make sure to keep your doctor informed at all times, especially when you are making changes to your diet. What you consume can either help your medication work more effectively or work against it. The fact of the matter is that not every vegetable is good for the heart for every senior citizen. Furthermore, if you are not paying attention, Some of them can cause more harm than a whole plate of fries. If spinach has the ability to subtly dominate a prescription, then what other foods that are considered to be safe could be causing hidden hazards to be released into your bloodstream? Let us discuss the following one, shall we? One of the most popular items that you probably have in your refrigerator right now. But it contains more salt than a bag of chips. In the event that you are still viewing and discovering that these thoughts are beneficial, kindly leave the first comment below to let me know that you agree with me. Having said that, let us proceed to the second issue. It is 2. Cucumbers that is pickled. Your heart is being ensnared in a salty trap that is getting tighter. These are crisp, acidic, and frequently serve as the ideal accompaniment to a sandwich. Pickled cucumbers, often known as pickles, have a pleasant and even refreshing sensation. However, this seemingly harmless snack may be causing more harm than you think to elderly citizens over the age of 60, particularly those who have a previously diagnosed history of high blood pressure or cardiac problems. Most individuals don't give a couple slices of pickle much thought when they're eating it, but the reality is that those teeny tiny green nibbles are drenched in brine and loaded with sodium, with some servings containing more than 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Just one handful of pickles contains over 2/3 of the daily salt limit that is suggested for people who are over the age of 60. Sodium is more than simply a flavoring. In addition to increasing the volume of your blood and putting a significant amount of pressure on your heart and blood vessels, it is a molecule that causes water to be retained in your bloodstream. Due to the accumulation of this pressure over time, hypertension, arterial stiffness, and finally heart failure are the results. Patients have come to me perplexed about the reason why their blood pressure remained high, despite the fact that they were eating healthily. They refrained from eating fried foods, started working out, and even gave up drinking. They never considered the possibility that the modest mound of pickles that was sitting on their plate could be the factor that was gradually destroying their progress. What's the most terrifying part? Damage caused by salt does not make itself known. Before a stroke, chest pain, or the terrifying news of congestive heart failure occurs, there are no warning signals. This is because there are currently no warning indications. If you are above the age of 60, your kidneys will not be able to filter salt as well, and your arteries will be more susceptible to damage. The hidden salt loads that can be found in pickles, canned veggies, and even healthful soups can quietly destroy all of the hard work that you have spent. What you might not realize is that cooking at home, reading food labels, and seasoning food with herbs or lemon rather than salt will save your heart more than you realize. Nevertheless, salt is not the only unknown danger lurking in your kitchen. There is yet another vegetable that appears to be entirely harmless, until you learn that it is causing inflammation and subtly elevating your blood pressure with each bite that you take. Following that, let's talk about that. 3. The chili peppers are red, the blazing component that is contributing to the eventual demise of your heart. Food is more than just a source of sustenance for many elderly people. It is all about comfort, culture, and even memories. There is nothing that brings that to life quite like a dash of spice. There is a dash of red chili pepper, a stew that is spicy, and a kick of heat. It's common practice. It's the taste. It's in the blood. The fact that this fiery little vegetable may be lighting a slow burning flame inside your chest is something that many people are unaware of until it is too late. You will experience a chain reaction of reactions in your body when you consume red chili peppers, particularly the highly concentrated types. You will experience an increase in your heart rate, a rise in adrenaline, and stimulation of your neural system. Possibly, this would not be a problem for a younger individual who is in good health. On the other hand, this additional stimulation becomes hazardous at the age of 60 when the arteries become tight and the heart becomes more sensitive. Patients of a more advanced age have made their way to my clinic complaining of heart palpitations, chest tightness, or spikes in blood pressure, frequently following a meal that was particularly spicy. However, they never had any reason to assume that the pepper was the culprit. A lack of heat is not the only issue. It is the body's reaction to stress. If you already have heart disease or hypertension, eating a single spicy meal might cause your blood vessels to constrict, your blood pressure to rise, and even cause your heart to go into a dangerous rhythm, or even cause you to have an attack with your heart. Consumption of hot chili peppers on a regular basis can, over time, cause chronic inflammation in your vascular system, which can wear down the same pathways that your heart relies on to keep you alive. Now, I'm not suggesting that you should always be flavorless in your life. Nevertheless, fire is not required in order to make food taste good. You may breathe new life into your meals without putting a strain on your heart by using mild herbs, garlic, ginger, and citrus. Tend to your physical self. It is possible that the meals you crave are soothing, but comfort should not come at the expense of causing stress to your heart. What about something that is lauded for healing, but when consumed uncooked, can quickly become dangerous? If spicy foods are silently damaging your heart, what about something that is praised for healing? When you hear the following one, you could be taken aback. 4. Garlic that is raw. Whenever the treatment that nature provides goes against your heart. In the realm of natural medicine, garlic has proven itself worthy of its position. Since ancient times, it has been lauded for its ability to reduce cholesterol levels, lessen the thickness of the blood, and promote heart health. Many elderly people have a strong faith in it, and they incorporate raw cloves into their meals, or even drink them whole as if they were medicine. Indeed, garlic possesses a certain degree of power. Nevertheless, when it is abused, power can quietly transform into poison. The majority of people are unaware of the fact that raw garlic is a powerful blood thinner. Furthermore, when coupled with certain heart drugs, particularly anticoagulants such as warfarin or aspirin, it has the potential to drastically exacerbate the effects of these medications. The result of this is that your blood may become overly thin, which raises the possibility of internal bleeding, bruising, and even potentially life-threatening hemorrhages in some instances. While I was treating patients who believed they were being healthy by consuming garlic, I discovered that they were experiencing symptoms such as nosebleeds that would not stop, black feces, and rapid reductions in blood pressure. But the issue is not limited to bleeding alone. Additionally, garlic has the ability to suddenly reduce blood pressure when consumed in big quantities in its raw form. The individual who is currently taking medicine for hypertension may experience symptoms such as dizziness, exhaustion, or even fainting as a result of this. At a certain point, the heart does not receive the blood flow that it requires, and this is the point at which the first signs of damage appear. What's the most annoying part? It appears as though you are doing everything in the appropriate way. You are not consuming junk food. It's not that you're being careless. The only thing you are doing is putting your faith in a treatment that has been praised for many years. The fact of the matter is that even natural foods have their limits, and around the age of 60, your body develops a different response to both food and medicine. The finest judgments regarding one's health are not made solely on the basis of tradition, but also on the basis of understanding. Use garlic in moderation and only after it has been cooked, but before incorporating it into your regular routine, you should always see your physician. What about something that is even more common? If raw garlic can be a concern all by itself, what about something else? Something that is juicy, crunchy, and frequently consumed in its raw form, but which may be concealing a foe that you are unable to see. What is hiding in that sprout that appears to be in good health? Let's take a deeper look. 5. The innocent crunch of raw sprouts has the potential to crush the heart of an elderly person. They appear to be revitalized, alive, and full of vitality. There is a common belief that raw sprouts, such as alfalfa, bean, or mung sprouts, are considered to be a superfood due to their crunchiness, the enzymes they contain, and the clean, raw energy they provide. Tossing a handful of them over a salad or sandwich may seem like the ideal choice for many seniors who are concerned about their health. But beneath their delicate appearance lurks a hidden threat that can quietly erode both your heart and your health. Sprouts thrive in surroundings that are warm and damp, which are the circumstances that bacteria prefer to thrive in. Coli, Salmonella, and Listeria are all able to flourish here. When it comes to recovering from foodborne infections, younger folks may have discomfort, but senior citizens are at a far higher risk of experiencing serious repercussions. Our immune systems become less robust as we get older, and as a result, our body's capacity to defend itself against illnesses becomes both slower and less effective. It is possible for a stomachache that is initially moderate to suddenly develop into a more serious illness, such as sepsis, dehydration, or endocarditis, which is a severe infection of the lining of the heart. As a result of my years of experience treating elderly patients who were suffering from heart issues, I have witnessed how something as seemingly innocuous as a tainted sprout can result in hospitalizations, abnormal heart rhythms, or a worsening of coronary heart disease. It is impossible for the heart to heal when the body is engaged in the process of fighting off an infection, and infections sometimes go untreated until it is too late to treat them. The irony is particularly distressing. Despite your best efforts to consume fresh, green, and clean foods, you end up being harmed by the exact items that are supposed to benefit you. Hence, raw sprouts should never be treated carelessly because of this reason. Cook them beforehand if you really must appreciate them. In addition to maintaining flavor and nutrition, dangerous germs can be eliminated by the use of a brief sauté or steam. What you consume is not the only factor to consider when it comes to protecting your heart. Now, not 20 years ago, it is the manner in which you consume it and the capacity of your body to deal with it. Furthermore, if a sprout is capable of harboring such a risk, what about veggies that, when consumed on their own, do not pose any threat, but become hazardous when combined with common heart medications? It's possible that what comes next is already on your plate right now. 6. In order to effectively preserve the heart, what kinds of foods should older citizens consume? You might be asking, after learning which vegetables may be silently harming your heart. What kinds of foods are safe for you to consume as you get older? What kinds of foods genuinely assist your heart in healing, strengthening, and thriving? The solution is not found in fad diets or in chemicals that are miraculous. This is because it is in real, whole vegetables that support the specific requirements of your aging heart. Foods that have the ability to lower inflammation, maintain a healthy blood pressure, nourish blood vessels, and operate in conjunction with your meds, rather than in opposition to them, can be beneficial. Excellent options include steamed broccoli, carrots that have been gently roasted, kale that has been sautéed, sweets, tomatoes that have been cooked, and legumes that are good for the heart, such as lentils and green beans. These meals have a high concentration of antioxidants, potassium, fiber, and plant components, all of which work together to strengthen your arteries and reduce the amount of stress placed on your heart. These vegetables are gentler on your body than raw sprouts or salty pickles, and they are simple to digest. Additionally, They help maintain stable levels of blood sugar and blood pressure. Your heart does not require severe diets after the age of 60. Consistency, equilibrium, and meals that love you back are all necessary components. My experience has shown me that people can improve their cardiac health not just through the use of medication, but also by constructing a dish that is uncomplicated, comforting, and therapeutic. Consuming even a cup of greens that have been lightly steamed, a root vegetable that has been baked, or a bowl of bean soup on a daily basis can repair years of harm that has been going unnoticed. And if you are concerned that healthy food must be tasteless or uninteresting, you should reconsider your beliefs. When used in moderation, herbs such as rosemary, turmeric, garlic, and fresh lemon have the ability to impart taste without causing stress. Not only should food fill your heart, but it should also nourish your spirit. However, now that you are aware of what you should consume, there is one more thing that you need to accomplish, mainly due to the fact that even the healthiest vegetables are unable to save a heart that is being harmed by a trivial but potentially fatal habit. Following that, let's talk about that. A heart that is still able to find time. The day you were born, your heart has begun pounding for you, and by the time you reach the age of 60, it will have done it more than 2 billion times. A request for anything in return has never been made by it. However, at this moment, it is requesting your attention. Aging does not mean giving up on anything. It is about gaining more experience. And wisdom is the realization that something that was once beneficial to your body may no longer be of any use to you. When consumed in the wrong manner, at the wrong time, or in conjunction with the incorrect medications, the veggies that were beneficial to you when you were younger may now prove to be detrimental to your health. Now, however, I have some excellent news. It's not too late for you. The harm is not fully repaired when you make even the smallest adjustments today, such as what you eat, what you avoid, how you move, and how you relax. You can start to reverse years of strain that has been going unnoticed. I've witnessed it take place. Senior citizens who were exhausted, out of breath, and defeated return with stronger pulses, clearer thoughts, and lighter steps than they had had before. It was not because they engaged in an extreme activity, but rather because they paid attention instead. It was their bodies that they listened to. Taking things one day at a time, they made wiser decisions. The need to be perfect is not necessary. All you need to do is maintain consistency. There is still time, there is still strength, and there is still love in your heart to give to you, your family, and this life that you have labored so hard to make. So begin right away. Try again with your plate. Take a look at your routines. Retrieve your lost vitality, because the next beat of your heart is a gift, and it is your responsibility to safeguard it. The purpose of these lectures is to motivate you to live your life to the fullest and from the heart. The time has come for me to hear from you. A moment of reflection and the sharing of one thing you've learned that you intend to implement in your own life is being requested. We should encourage and support one another as we travel down this path toward accepting these facts. If you found this video to be enjoyable, kindly leave a remark with a score of 1. If not, you are allowed to leave a remark with a 1. Your comments and suggestions are very important to us. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like it, and share it with your friends. Your presence is greatly appreciated, and here's to enjoy.